Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience.
Hi, I'm Kate Burness, and you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. You know what time it is. Hockey is back. That's right. It's a brand new season. We're kicking it off tonight. Woo! I'm pumped. I hope you are too. I don't know if you caught any of the action last night with these prospects, but it was insane. It was so much fun. The Leafs coming out with a huge victory. And of course, leading the way, Nick Robertson getting in on the action, as was SDA. Nice to see him putting some information down, dropping those goals, moving the puck. It was absolutely insane. So I'm super excited to be here with you today to officially kick off our hockey 2022-2023 season. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. If you are new here and this is your first time, my name is Sam. I am the host of the Samwelb12 Experience, and I look forward to bringing you Maple Leaf hockey for the next, very many months. So welcome in, everybody. Leaf, what's going on? Saw Slavoski playing yesterday, an absolute machine. I can't wait to see him play. But welcome in, Leaf, the Gamer Freak. Hello, Coaster Mom, Dina B, Dallas. What's up, Ian B? What's up, buddy? How's it going? Let me continue to scroll back. I want to say hey to everyone. Dean, what's up? It's hockey. That's right. It sure is. Colin, what's going on? Excited for some Leaf games? Absolutely. The gaming experience. What's up? AAU Triton. Hello, everybody. And Lucas, if you're still here, welcome in as well. So thank you, everyone. How excited are you to watch Douglas? Douglas is a beast. He is huge. What is he? 6'9". He is absolutely incredible with such a powerful shot as well. It is, man, he's so good. And I'm so happy to be seeing some of these prospects. We know we've seen a lot of them before. Nick Abruzzi, we've seen Robertson. We've seen a bunch of these guys from time to time. And man, I'm just so excited to be back here for hockey. So in case you haven't seen it, the Leafs bring a whole lot of punch to the table. Starting in goal tonight, we're going to see Luke Cavalian. Man, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good to see what he can do. Of course, our forwards, we got Max Ellis in there, Nick Abruzzi, Pontus Holmberg, we're going to see him. Our defense, Noah Van Velt in there. On the forward, Fraser Minton in. Defense, Casper Larson. Of course, Alex Steeves. Can't wait to see what he can do. Ty Voigt. Curtis Douglas, that was the guy. Coaster Mom's calling out Carlton already. Man, yes, getting him in action earlier. We're going to talk more throughout the night about some of those redeems and how you can earn points just for hanging out and being here. But Douglas at 6'9", 238 pounds. Man, the beast coming up north. Brandon Liswowski is in here. Tommy Miller on D, Axel Rindell, Brendan Kressler, Avery Hayes, Sean McGunn, Pavel Gogolev, William Villeneuve, Philip Carl, Marshall Raffi, Mikko Kokininin, Semyon Agastinev. We just refer to him as SDA. Of course, Nick Robertson. Nick Robertson is the one I'm most excited to see what he can do this year. Liam, what's going on? Where's the game streaming? As soon as the game officially gets underway and they turn the feed on, I'll post it in the chat. We'll post tonight's feed. Normally, we don't share the game streams, but tonight, because it's available, we'll post the stream so you guys can watch along and enjoy our version of play-by-play as the game is going. We'll bring you all the up-to-date stats, everything that is going on. So we're just waiting for that feed to kick in, and we'll get it shared. Bear Shark TV in the house. What's going on? Well, I better be on my best behavior. Don't want to end up being a subject matter on Bear Shark TV. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Hope all is well. Matt, what's going on? Yeah, don't mind some of the pronunciations. Listen, the writing on this paper, on this game sheet is really small. But as I was saying, Nick Robertson, he's the guy that I can't wait. You know, and a question, let me throw it out there to everybody in the chat. Do you think Robertson has a chance of making the squad this year? We've been looking at him. We've been watching him for years. He's had so many injuries, just hasn't been able to put it together. Is this the year? Is this the year we see Robertson make the big squad? I really, really hope so. Now, of course, we got Graham Slaggard here, Mikhail Abramov, and we've seen him before as well, and Pano Finis. So lots of players for the Leafs that we're going to get a very good look at tonight. Now on the flip side, over for the Blues. If you're a Blues fan in the house, welcome in. Blues are going to have a decent team. We got Bradley Lyle on defense, Keenan Warshkirk, Matt Kessel, Hugh McYing, Matthias Lafreniere, Nikita Alexandrov, Michael Boucher, Jake Neighbors, Griffin Luntz, Tyson Galloway, Roberto Mancini, Maxim Perrin, Tyler Tucker, Zach Boulder, Jake Smallwood, Davis Codd, Landon Slim, Michael Hoth, Brandon Guy. Man, can you imagine what a great name, a great hockey name is Guy. That is awesome. Andre Barkanov, Marc-Andre Godet, and Theo Hill. And getting the call, should be starting a goal tonight, Colton Ellis for the Blues. So we're going to see some real good hockey coming up momentarily. Kilozy, welcome in. Leaf Abruzzi, a personal favorite. Yeah, you got to kind of root for him as well. You'd love to see him get going and do something as well. So many great Leafs. So many great Leafs that we expect to see. You know, we know a lot of these kids, listen, they're not going to make the club. We know that. This is a chance for them to come out and show everybody what they can do and make some noise. And hopefully there's an opportunity there for a couple of Leafs to crack the lineup. Again, really cheering for Robertson. Abruzzi, he saw a little bit of time up with the big club, and it would be great, really, really great to see them coming together and getting in there, getting in that lineup. So if you're just coming in and this is your very first time here at the channel, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're going to officially kick off the season, the real season, with the preseason game with a doubleheader, Toronto and Ottawa. We're going to be doing both of those games. We're going to bring both those games, so it's going to be awesome. I look forward to doing it because it's going to be a lot of fun. We like to have a lot of fun here on the channel. That's something that I'm very proud of to say and really like to have fun. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'll have you here for those preseason games, and of course, we'll have you for the NHL season when it kicks off against Montreal, because we're going to be bringing that game as well. So it looks like they're on the ice. They're warming up. They're getting ready. What I'm going to do, I'm going to post this in the chat. We're going to replace our pinned message. So if you'd like to watch along, please do so. Jansen Dennis, what's going on? Welcome in. Here is the official link for the stream. So we're going to pin that above. So definitely check out the video, but stay here and watch along with us because we're going to have a whole lot of fun. Now, because this feed is, oh, Tom, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate that. Because this feed is coming in and the video is coming in from Michigan, I noticed this last night. It was a little choppy. it was a little unclear, and it tended to cut out a little bit, just like anywhere you watch a feed, sometimes you're going to get some lag. So hopefully the feed can hang in. We're going to see, but we got it up and running right now. They're doing the anthems. They're on the blue line. So this should be a pretty darn good game. They're starting with the Canadian national anthem. They got up and going. They got the bands playing. Host, your head keeps disappearing. Yeah, you know what? As the light is changing, the blue and the green screen don't like to get along. So my hat is going to disappear. But that was one of the big requests last year. Last year, everybody said, hey, Sam, why don't you have a Leafs hat? Boom, Leafs hat. I had to go digging through the closet to find it, but we got it. So we got the shirt back, we got the hat back, and we're getting ready. Now, I want to let you know, the broadcast tonight is going to be slightly different than what you're going to see in the regular season. We have a bunch of things up the, well, it's not full sleeve, but there's a bunch of things up the sleeve that we're not going to unveil tonight. So there's some things that are going to be unveiled throughout the regular season. So we're going to have so much fun. Would like to sleep? Welcome in. Yeah, everything is great. I hope you're great. Hope everybody's great. Appreciate you all joining us here today. One of the things we like to do is we like to have some fun with every 30 likes on the board. And I see we're 1 like away. So who's going to be number 30? Who's going to hit that like and kick us off with our first hockey shimmy for our first hockey game of this season? So every 30 likes, we like to bust out a little something and have a whole lot of fun. Fred, how's it going? Glad you guys are streaming for free. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad you're here hanging out. And there it is, 30 likes. So you know what time it is. You can play along at home. It's time to party. It's time to shimmy. And this is what we do. We're warming up. They're on the ice. They're getting ready to play. We're getting our blood pumping by kicking off a little shimmy. And then we're going to move it right along every 30. Sometimes you guys got to remind me where we are. But we're just going to party as the Leafs and the Blues are about to kick it off. There's the first shimmy of the night. Then we're going to go back to the 70s and do a little disco. But that's not till 60 likes. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe if you're just coming in. Lots more Leaf action. We're going to do this game. There is a chance that we might be here on Monday for the Leafs and the Red Wings. It's an afternoon game. It's actually a morning game. I think it's at 11 o'clock. So while you're at work, there's a chance you could listen in and we could have some fun. Caleb, what's going on? Welcome in. Jonathan Brown in the house. What's up? JB, hope you're doing well. So we might be doing the Detroit game, but guaranteed we will be here for both games. Leafs in Ottawa, September 24th to kick off the NHL preseason. Now, if you're a baseball fan, we're also doing the Toronto Blue Jays. In fact, we're celebrating my birthday on Tuesday with the Jays and the Phillies. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. So the anthems are done. We're ready to play some puck. It's been a long summer and it all comes down to today. And we are back and we are ready to rumble and get this game underway. So what we're going to do, let's switch it officially over to our game screen. Here we go. And let's get her going. It's time. It's time. It's ready to go time. And of course, just as I say that, the feed cuts out, but it's back. And this is what we're going to see all night long. Just like anybody streaming on YouTube, you're going to have issues. Like we have issues sometimes streaming. They have issues. It cuts in and out. But we will do what we can do. So if you're watching along in the video, you'll notice it's a little choppy, but it's game time. The puck has officially been dropped and here we go. Oh, I'm so excited to say the play is on. The camera angle is absolutely atrocious, but we're going to make do with it. Here comes the Leafs trying to get it through. They turn it over. St. Louis bringing it down deep into Toronto territory. The Blues wearing the whites, Toronto in the darks. Quick shot on net and a great save there by the goaltender. He's going to grab it and hang on. UNC, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Home Gym Fitness, hello there. And Caleb, what's up? Fred, hello as well. Go Leafs, go. Man, what a party we are in for today. Super excited. So quick shifts, first teams, first players getting in on the ice. Here comes the Leafs. POTUS Holmberg going to take that draw. He's going to win it. Draw it back. Toronto's going to move it around. You know, from this perspective, we're looking through the net, through the mesh, so it's a little hard to catch some of the numbers. Turnover just at the St. Louis blue line. They're going to dump it all the way down for an icing. Now, this is coming from Traverse City, Michigan. They are playing at a little rink, and it's quite different than watching a regular NHL game. There is no advertising on the boards. St. Louis looks like they're wearing the regular jerseys. The Leafs are in their warm-up jerseys. Quick shot on goal there. Robertson with an early shot and Tucker with an early shot as well for the Blues. Toronto's going to win the draw, trying to get it back to the point. Can't do it. St. Louis in there on the boards, pinching. They finally get it out. Toronto's going to have to backtrack a little bit. Now this picture, the picture of the game and the feed, it's not 100% clear, so definitely bear with me. I appreciate you guys hanging around. Jonathan's set with his hot wings pizza, and Friday in hockey, it's all set. Toronto has it back in their zone. Circling around is Larson. Going to pass it up. Tries to hit Douglas. Douglas, the beast at 6'9", has it taken away, and St. Louis dumps it down again. Now, a lot of these players trying to make a name for themselves, trying to stand out here. It's behind Toronto's net. St. Louis in there on the forecheck, digging hard. Trying to pull it out in the corner. Toronto trying to move it up. They do. Here they come. They're going to bring it in, dump it down into St. Louis zone. Behind, picking it up, centering across. Oh, tried to hit the defenseman, coming in to take the shot, and it's missed, comes all the way down. Toronto back to pick it up. There's D redeeming the lifts. Joan Andrews, what's going on? No, Morgan Riley, I'm sure, is probably not even watching this game, to be honest. But you never know. Always curious if some of the main NHLers are watching the prospects. Is there an actual live feed of the game? Fred, yes, in the pinned message, I've posted a link. You can check out that link, watch along, and listen to us. Toronto trying to move it out. The other thing with these games is there's no commercial breaks. The play moves really, really quick. So these games go real fast. Turnover in the neutral zone. Toronto trying to chase it down, trying to get in there. Can't hold the line. St. Louis is going to get it out, and they're going to chase. On the forecheck is Smallwood. Trying to get it out. Toronto working the boards. Two Blues come over to pinch, but they can't. Picked up by Finnis, but he's only able to get it to the St. Louis blue line. Shane, what's going on? Shane, it's not actually on television, but I have the link in the pinned message at the top of the chat. So if you want to watch along, please feel free and hang out with us here. Again, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me. Toronto battling in front of the St. Louis goaltender. He's going to drop down on it, smother it. We're going to get a face-off deep in the St. Louis territory. Nice work there from Toronto digging in. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that. Yeah, Lucas, we're going to leave some of that stuff for the baseball streams. We're going to do hockey a little differently. But again, thanks for being here. I haven't had a chance to update the numbers. You guys subscribing so quick. I appreciate that. So Toronto wins the draw, keeping it in. They can't get a clean shot. It goes down behind the net. In there, pushing at it, trying to center it in front. So the cycle is on. Toronto moving it around, gets it back to the point. Sliding across is Villeneuve. Tries to take a shot. It hits the leg and gets knocked down. St. Louis goes around the other side, trying to pick it up. Toronto holding it at the line. Nice play. Coming in right through the slot. Little pass, quick shot. And that's going to be deflected out of play. Nice move there by Toronto. Josino, welcome in. Martin Marincin, Slovakia player.
All right.
No, Marincin, I don't think is in here tonight. Curtis Douglas, man, he just watching him. He's so good. He's so big. He's another player to see. Will he have an opportunity of making the team? Puck is dropped. Toronto battling in there. Trying to get it through was Holmberg. He lost that one. Toronto steals at the point. Now it's turned over. Here's St. Louis. Had an opportunity to break away, but it rolled off the puck. They're in there, battling in the corner. Both teams applying pressure. Toronto working through. Quick shot, and they score! Just like that, the Blues coming out first. And they light the lamp. The St. Louis Blues are going to go ahead. Oh, goodness. Not what Toronto wanted. It looks like Landon Sim is going to get the goal. St. Louis on a broken play in the slot. The goaltender for Toronto just couldn't react quick enough, and that's going to slide between the wickets, and that goes in. So Sim is going to get credit with the first goal of the game here. So Douglas is going to come in to take the draw. Able to win it and push it forward. Toronto with the puck, and they just go offline. Down to 15-58 here in the first period. Great movement, great puck action. Both teams coming out, skating hard. Shannon, how's it going? I've posted the link in the pinned message just up above, so definitely feel free to watch the stream and listen along to us as we go. Jake, how's it going? 82 Blue scores. Yes, they do. Here's Toronto trying to get it out, but St. Louis doing a great job on the forecheck. Battling it down low. Digging deep. Now Toronto picks it up. They bounce it off the boards. Here they come. 2-on-1 for Toronto. Coming across. Tried to slide the puck over. Couldn't do it. It just manages to get broken up by St. Louis. Nice place there. They're going to come out. Larson's going to have to come back and pick it up. He's going to move it up. Here's Toronto. Tipping it in was Ellis. In the far corner. Battling it in there. Trying to get it out. Douglas in there. Puts it across to the other side. Toronto up on the pinch is Villeneuve. Going to come back to the point. Cross. Feeman coming in. Quick shot. And a nice save there by the St. Louis goaltender. Hot Take Hockey in the house. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming by. Great start here to this hockey game. Both teams with an unbelievable jump. Little hop in their step. St. Louis getting on the board first. Sim gets the goal from Mancini and Bolduc at 16:02. Toronto fighting to come back. Hunter, what's going on? St. Louis going to dump it down. Toronto back to pick it up. Turned over in the corner. Toronto battling. They're able to get the puck back. Here they come, working it up. Big hit there in the corner. St. Louis steals.
Let's
They're going to
go.
put it right back down deep. Paul, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel family. That's going to be held by the Toronto goaltender, Kavillian. And we're going to get another face-off coming up very, very shortly. Now, if you watched some of the game last night, you can tell these players move real quick. Robertson had a great showing last night, as did SDA. Quick drop of the puck. They're going to blow it down right away and do it again. Little false start there. Time to drop it. Alexandrov, he's going to be waved out of the draw for St. Louis. They're trying to regroup, talk to each other. Neighbors coming in. There it is. Puck is dropped. St. Louis is going to win it. They bring it back to the point. Sending it around. Tried to bounce past, but Toronto intercepts. Toronto working the blue line. They can't get it out. St. Louis doing a great job holding the line. Battling in the corner. Lexiev with a big hit there. Coming around the other side now. The forecheck is on for St. Louis. Toronto trapped in their own end. Now they pick it up and start to move it high off the glass and down the ice. Not the distance for icing, but St. Louis picks it up and trying to start the rush again. Toronto, nice job there on the pinch, able to keep the puck in. That was Raffi. Behind the St. Louis net, sending it back down to the point. Toronto working it through. They got to get some men open here. Back to the point with a big shot. That's blocked. Hit the inside knee, and here comes St. Louis. Coming across. Neighbors with the backhand. Nice stop. Rebound. It's right there in the slot. One shot. Two shot. Goaltender down, and they can't put it past the sprawled out goaltender for Toronto. St. Louis coming closer and closer. Here comes Holmberg. Drops it off. Quick shot. Robertson. That gets blocked. Hit Holmberg in front. Robertson following up on the puck. Moving across. McGinn in there as well. Trying to come through. Again, thank you everyone for hanging out here today. Make sure to hit that like and hit that subscribe as well. Puck is taken down. Here's St. Louis. St. Louis coming across. Nice little move at the line to get around the Toronto defenseman.
All right.
There's Dina bringing Carlton to the show. Welcome in, Carlton. And we got an icing call for Toronto, so this is going to come all the way back. Let me take a moment, tell you a little bit about what you can do here in the chat. Just by being here and hanging out, you're earning points. And if you do exclamation mark points in the chat, it's going to tell you how many points you've acquired. Now, with those points, you have the ability to bring up some of those graphics on the screen. You could do exclamation mark redeem Leafs or exclamation mark redeem Blues. And each one will bring up a Blues graphic or a Leafs graphic. And that's the redeems we have for today. Every game we add new ones in. John, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, been a while. Glad you're here. Danny, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for being here as well. Hey, Gordon, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Toronto has it behind their own net, trying to work it out. So far, St. Louis is looking like the better team. Circling around, here is Toronto. Abruzzi has the puck. Going to start to move it up. Here come the Leafs. Coming wide. Top of the circle takes a shot. That's going to go just wide. All the way down, St. Louis is going to pick it up. This pace of the game is still moving quite quickly. St. Louis sliding it across in the corner. Toronto picks it up, looking to get it out. Villeneuve can't get it out. St. Louis keeps knocking down these loose pucks. They're doing a great job. Hunter, what's going on? Coming in front of the net. Look out. Toronto finally able to clear it away. Here they come. Jake, that's right. Go, Leafs, go. All day long. In the corner, dump through. St. Louis back to pick it up. Trying to move it around. Toronto can't hold the line. Able to move it back up. And this is going to be blown down again. Deacon, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Go, Leafs, go. Absolutely. Again, thank everyone for being here, whether you're a Toronto fan or a Blues fan. Happy to have you here. Thanks for joining us. It looks like the Blues are taking a penalty, so we're going to get a first look at the Toronto prospects and their power play and see what they can do. Can they get back in this game? Hey, that's a line on Hockey National. Slapshot, like, body check the subs. Here it is. Puck is dropped. Let me get a quick look where we are. We're almost at 60 likes. 60 likes. We'll have to break out another little celebration. So if you haven't hit that like, go ahead and hit that like for me. And we're 2 subscribers away from 2720. So we got 140 left to go on the power play. Here's Toronto looking to break into the St. Louis zone. This dreadful pass back, which I don't know about you guys, but I hate every time they drop the pass back. And here's St. Louis breaking in shorthanded. Little toe drag and a slide in on goal and a nice stop there from the Toronto goaltender. Little rough stuff in the corner. It was Backenoff who took the penalty. Took a high sticking minor. So he's going to sit in the box. One way to find yourself on the score sheet. So Leafs down to 129 in the power play. There it is. It can't drop the puck. Quick shot. Puck is dropped. St. Louis is going to win that. They're going to turn around. Here comes Toronto. They steal it back. Toronto working their way down. Finally get into St. Louis zone. A chance to set it up. And they do. Back to the point. Sending it around. Toronto taking a look. St. Louis being real aggressive on the penalty kill, which is nice. Quick shot there. Crawl making the play happen. And the St. Louis goaltender able to grab it and hang on. Nice little play there. Cranley. It's Will Cranley actually in between the pipes here for St. Louis. Makes a nice save, able to hold on to the puck. The best chance on this Leafs power play was by the Blues. That's right, Jake. Isn't that funny? Isn't that so much like we see during the regular season with Toronto? Sometimes their power play is lethal. Other times, you got to watch out for those shorthanded rushes. Here's a one-timer coming in. Rebound is there. Toronto can't stuff it in the side of the net. Nice play there right off the draw. Last minute in the power play. Coming down. Do the Leafs have prospects? Cal, what's going on? These are all prospects. There's a couple good ones. There's a couple in here that are impressive. Some you may know. Some you've probably never heard of. Nick Abruzzi, Horace Holmberg, Nick Robertson, William Villeneuve, all some that you may have heard of, and all looking good so far. Puck is dropped again in the St. Louis territory. Toronto with the puck possession, working it around the blue line. Coming through, Gogolev in there, gets the puck, trying to take a look around, going to reverse it back to the line, just held in. Put across the one-timer, goes over the net, just tipped up and over the net. That's going to be out and clear. Gogolev's going to have to go back and pick it up. His bunt cake playing. No, unfortunately, we're not going to get a chance to see Michael Bunt Cake bunting until September 24th. I'm real excited for that game, for the exhibition season to kick off with a doubleheader, the Leafs and the Sens. There we go, 60 likes. We had 60 likes. I got 59. I got 59. We need one more like on the board and one more subscriber. In the corner, digging it out. There it is. Power play has expired. We are back to even strength. Trying to get through. Toronto's going to flip that in. Trying to keep it through. There it is. There it is. 60 likes. We're at our 60 likes. So the next stoppage of play, we're going to break out the disco. St. Louis, another opportunity here at 5-on-5. Toronto, little spinorama, trying to get it out of their zone, and they do. Voigt kind of turns it over. St. Louis is going to bring it right back in. St. Louis is always on top of this puck. Really playing a good game today. Back to the line. St. Louis is going to take a quick shot, and that's going to go in and stopped and held by the Toronto goaltender. So now we got 60 likes. So we got to break out our disco moves. I want you guys to disco along at home. We're going to kick it off with a little staying alive, staying alive. This is how we celebrate 60 likes. Staying alive, staying alive. Now chop the salad, chop the salad. Why is this a disco move? I don't know. We're going to ride the wave to Grease Lightning, Grease Lightning, Grease Lightning. And we might as well stay with John Travolta and a little Pulp Fiction to finish it up. Thank you guys. 60 likes on the board. Next, let's see if we can get up to 90. 90, we're going to do the infamous, the world famous dad dance. So here it is. The Blues are going to win this draw again, down to 9 minutes left to go here in the first period. Working their way down. Trying to get out. Toronto is just having a tough time getting it out. Here's Robertson. He's going to pick it up. Trying to carry it himself. Turns it over, but they're able to get it out in the neutral zone. Toronto finally rolls it down into the St. Louis line, and it's going to be called on the offside. So an opportunity there, but it's quickly called down. So this line of Robertson and Holmberg just having a little bit of trouble getting going here. Again, thank you everybody so much for joining us here tonight to watch the Leafs and the prospects, the St. Louis Blues prospects go head-to-head here at Traverse City. We appreciate you joining us. So much hockey to be had on this channel all throughout preseason and the regular season, and I'm so proud to be able to bring it to you. Of course, lots of things we're holding back, and we can't wait to share with you when it comes time for the regular season. Here's Toronto working their way up, crossing the red line into St. Louis zone, trying to set it up. They get it across in the high slot, pass back to the top of the circle. Now back to the point. Long wrist shot. That's going to be deflected wide. We got an arm up. The official has his arm up, and it looks like St. Louis is going to take another penalty, this time for cross-checking. And nobody puts baby in the corner. That's right. Holy moly. So who is actually getting the call? So Holmberg's going to head to the bench. It looked like he was limping a little bit. So it is going to be St. Louis. Zach Bolduc is going to get the call. He's getting the penalty. So let's see what Toronto can do this time around. If they can do something a little different. Jacob, what's going on? Welcome in. Carried a watermelon. Nice, Dallas. Here's Toronto back to the point. Sending it across, top of the circle, coming in. Just rolled off his stick. Robertson couldn't pull the trigger. St. Louis is going to get this out and all the way down the ice. There it is. Jacobs redeeming. Let's go Blues. Trying to hype the Blues up. Here comes Toronto. Abruzzese going to bring it in. Sending it back to the line. Crawl. Moving it across. Toronto moving the puck well. Top of the circle, little toe drag, takes the shot, and that gets blocked. They can't put it all the way through, and it hits a leg and comes all the way out. All right. Toronto working their way back in. They're bringing Carlton back to the mix. Nice little back pass. Going to send it across. Top of the circle. Coming through, trying to find somebody in front. Goes to the other side. Toronto, top of the circle. Abruzzese dumps it off. Back over to Robertson. Robertson, side of the circle. Circling around, drawing a couple Blues over. Passes it back to the point to crawl. Big long shot. Hits the leg and goes to the corner. Blues are going to pick it up. They're going to work this puck up center ice. Here comes St. Louis, shorthanded. 2-on-1, shorthanded St. Louis. They get it across. Toronto goaltender is there. Oh my goodness, that came close to going in. Somehow he managed to keep it out of the net. St. Louis coming so close, shorthanded. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate it. This is the from the vintage series they did several years ago, bringing back the vintage trucker style hats. Here comes Toronto again, working down into St. Louis territory. Little tried to bump it back to the defense, but the defense was pinching. It's going to come all the way down the ice. Minton has to come back and pick it up. They're going to send it up. They get it in. They're chasing it down, but St. Louis is there first. St. Louis can't get it out. Cut off there by Toronto. Toronto, face-off dot. Into the slot, shot, and what a save! Glove save there by the St. Louis goaltender. What a stop there. Holy moly. Cranley absolutely robbing Toronto on the power play. What a great, great glove. Just absolutely ripping it. And thank you, everyone, for being here on this wonderful Friday night. Paul, welcome in. Paul joining the experience, becoming a channel member. Paul, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You get instant access to all of our custom emojis that you can use in the chat. And at Intermission, I'll get you set up with some exclusive games you can play in the chat. You'll now have access to earn points faster and be able to gamble some of your points. If you want to become a channel member just like Paul, simply hit the join button located next to the subscribe if you're on a computer, or if you're on a mobile phone or tablet, we'll get the member join link dropped in the chat for you. But Paul, thank you. Let's get some chat hype for Paul. Here come the Blues, bringing it in, coming in offside. Jacob, that's okay. I appreciate the support, but you always coming out and hanging out with us. So thank you very much, Jacob. So we got a quick whistle. Ref's having a little conversation. Escorting Brady Lyle. Moving to the bench. Looked like he took a little bit of a whack there. He did. There's no intent. You kind of some rough stuff after the play. So St. Louis, are they going to go for another penalty? 3 in a row for the Blues, hitting the box. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that so very much. They're exchanging recipes. Yes, they are exchanging recipes. Oh, Triton, thank you so much coming in. Triton gifting a channel membership, and Lucas gets gifted the membership. Triton, thank you very much. Lucas, welcome to the member squad. Lucas, you now get the custom emojis, and that's a huge thank you to AAU Triton for gifting a membership, and Lucas getting that membership. Thank you, sir. Quick question, Sam. Will you be hosting live preseason games or regular games? Fred, you know it. I will be hosting a couple preseason games. We're definitely doing the doubleheader against Ottawa. And then we'll be here for the first 2 games of the season for sure. Toronto-Montreal and Toronto-Washington. And then we're going to be doing a couple of games a week. So we're going to have tons of hockey all the way through this season, following the Leafs. And then, of course, come playoff time, we do almost every game. We follow the Leafs as far as they go and usually pick another team, but we're live almost every night during playoffs. So So we got 4:20 left to go in the first. Just under a minute left in the Blues penalty. Toronto picking up all kinds of power plays, but just can't capitalize. Toronto working through. Deacon, how's it going? Unfortunately, Deacon, it's all about if somebody purchases a gift membership, it randomly gets assigned to somebody. I'd love to give them out where I could. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate that so much. It's because of all of you here in the chat and our channel members that helps this channel grow, and we appreciate it. We're on our journey to 3,000, which is insane. Toronto has it deep in the St. Louis zone. Working their way through. Comes out in front, top of the circle, shot, and a big save there by Will Cranley. Cranley shutting the door. Toronto, Argachintsev in the corner, trying to get it through behind the net. Tries to feed it out in the slot. Couldn't do it. Toronto has to back it up. Here they come now. Power play has expired. 0 for 3 here tonight. They were 3 for 3 on the power play yesterday, but 0 for 3 here so far in the early moments. All the way down, this is going to be an icing call to the St. Louis Blues. So we're going to bring it back into Toronto territory. Robertson with a great quick shot. The goaltender was just able to get his pad down. Deacon, I am glad. You and me both. I love some good hockey. So here we go. Face off in the St. Louis zone. Toronto's going to get waved out. Douglas was inching in a little bit, so he gets thrown out. Toronto's going to take the draw. It's going to be a scramble. It was Gogolev. There's Jacob showing some love to the officials of tonight's game. Referee John Linder appreciates that, as do linemen Riley Brace and Brandon Grillo. So Raffay is having a conversation with one of the officials there. He's going to get a penalty. So Toronto, we saw they weren't able to capitalize on their 3 power plays. Now they're going to send the Blues to the power play. Let's see how the Toronto penalty kill unit can do. So let's see what they can do. 2:55 left to go here in the first period. Still awaiting Toronto's first goal of the game. Puck is dropped. St. Louis is going to win that. They're going to throw it towards the net. Just like that, they're going to tip it in. They shoot, they score, and the Blues are out to a 2-0 lead. A quick power play goal there, right off the draw. Jake Neighbors, won't you be my neighbor, happens to put it in and put the Blues up by 2. If you're a St. Louis fan, you're happy with that one. Yikes. A nice little deflection just puts it past the Toronto netminder, and in it goes. Yikes. So Neighbors gets the goal. In his second game, it's his first goal. Second goal of this season. Looks like Lyle and Lafreniere going to get the assists. There it is. Jacob still celebrating the Blues. There it is. Puck is dropped at center ice. The Blues are going to win that. The Blues just seem to have a whole lot more jump than Toronto does right now. Neighbors does look real good. Here comes Toronto through the neutral zone. Pass out of the reach of Robertson. Going to come down. Big collision there behind the net as the Blues player was falling. Who's going to get some attention? They're going to be dropping is Lyle dropping the gloves? Lyle is pushing the Toronto player up against the boards. Now looks like the gloves are off. We got a little tilt going. It ends just as quick as it started. Minton and Lyle going toe-to-toe. No real punches were thrown. More of some wrestling match. But the Toronto player ends up on top.
Acknowledge me.
Not a great way to start as a fight. You want to fight, we want to see some punches thrown. But this time around, they could not get it done. But who knows, maybe that little fight will spark Toronto a little bit, able to get them to get going. So Minton's going to be gone. He's going to leave the ice surface for this period. So it wasn't a bad hit. We'll wait and see if they call a penalty on the initial check. It didn't look like a penalty. The St. Louis player was falling. He was sliding down as they turned into the corner, and the hit came in. So we'll have to wait and see what the call is. The officials having a conversation. Douglas skating over to hear what's going on. And it's fun as Douglas, to tell you how tall he is, the official, the top of the helmet of the official comes up to Douglas's shoulder. So he just absolutely towers over all of them. Of course, if you're not familiar with Douglas, he is he's a big boy. He stands at 6'9", 238 pounds. So Douglas is a big boy. So it doesn't look like there's any power play that's going to come out of it. Sam, who's the tallest Blues player? All right, let's take a look. Looks like it's going to be Marc-Andre Godin. Actually, there's a couple players at 6'3". Matt Kessel, Griffin Luce, Tyson Galloway, Roberto Mancini. So you got a few players on St. Louis that are 6'3". Nobody taller. Toronto is mostly a small team. They got a couple players 6'1" and 6'2". But outside of Douglas, everybody else is kind of 5'10", 5'11", and a couple 5'9"ers. Caden, how's it going? Welcome in. This game is being played in Traverse City, Michigan. Whoa, there's a little F-bomb. Somebody wasn't happy calling for a penalty there. So they're getting ready. They're going to drop the puck again. How do I get a gift? Deacon, it's simply if somebody purchases a gift membership and they get assigned out. So now we got a penalty right off the face-off, a slash call. The officials trying to keep control here. So who's going to get it? It looks, is that Neighbors? Is Neighbors getting the call? So little hack and slash going on. Things are getting a little chippy here in the closing moments. This game started off at an unbelievable pace, and it has since slowed down quite a lot. That's a little chintzy penalty. It was a little bit of a cross check, but nothing you don't see on a regular basis. So here's St. Louis. They're going to pick it up, start moving it. Toronto picks up the loose puck, bringing it into St. Louis territory. Trying to cut through the middle, but couldn't quite do there. Sending it around on the boards. It's going to come out and down the ice. Toronto on a power play, which is going to eat up most of the rest of the period. Here they come again. Coming through, over the line. Toronto brings it in just offside. Thought they were able to turn it around, but they couldn't do it. Jacob, the St. Louis goalie, it is Will Cranley tonight. Cranley getting the start for St. Louis. So Robertson line's going to come off. They're going to go to the next power play unit. Toronto desperately trying to get something happening here in the closing minutes of the first period. We're waiting to drop the puck. Again, thanks everyone for joining us here. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. There it is. Puck is dropped. Going to come across. Toronto finally able to bring it in. Trying to set it up. Working around. Going back to the point. Point to point. D to D. Coming around. Throwing it up the middle. Can't get it through. Hits a skate. Toronto able to keep it in. Goes back. Quick shot. Hits a leg. Goes cross ice instead. Toronto reversing it around. Gogolev in there. Working through. Trying to get it. He can't. St. Louis is going to intercept and get it out and down the ice. The Toronto goaltender has to grab it and play it. Working their way up. Jacob, what's going on? Welcome in. Here comes Toronto again. Working their way through. Turns it over. St. Louis able to chip it out.
Last minute of play in this period.
Here comes Toronto. Tripped up there. St. Louis is able to pick it up shorthanded. Cutting in. Cutting across. Toronto goaltender. Look out. What a save! Oh, it hit the post. It hit the post. What an incredible play there by St. Louis, and they're able to ring it off the iron. Blues looking way better than Toronto, shorthanded. Working it up. Here comes Gregory now. He's going to flip it in. Douglas, sorry. The chase is on. Douglas behind the net. He's going to get bumped. Has it up high. 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Digging it out. Coming through. Getting across to the point. Quick shot by Toronto, and that's going to go high and wide. Just sails over the net. Not able to turn it around. Jackson, there's a link pinned in the pinned message. That can take you to the game. You can watch along while listening to us. However, the feed does cut out from time to time. And that's going to do it. The first period is going to come to a close as St. Louis absolutely outplaying Toronto here in the first period. Now, it is a 15-minute intermission, so that's going to get going. Let's switch it over to our intermission screen. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. Unbelievable. What a great game. What a great start to this hockey game. And I believe I got to do something here real quick because we're going to start our intermission show in just a moment. I just have to make a quick adjustment, but it's been so long. There's a setting that I forget where it is. So bear with me. Give me a moment. There we go. We will turn that on and we'll be able to get our intermission show coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our intermission a couple friends you may have been chatting with all game long so far. Please welcome our good friend AAU Triton.
Hello, everyone.
Dallas Hockey Girl. Welcome to the show.
Where's the bag? Where's the brown bag?
It's not an actual Leafs game. It's not a real season game yet. We're just preseason.
We're just preseason.
All
That's
right.
right. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are our two friends who you will get to know them quite well. You've been chatting with them all night long. They're going to join us for intermission, mainly second intermissions during the regular season. But here tonight, they've come in to introduce themselves here in the first period. Not My Circus, welcome in. Circus, I hope you're having the best time ever. We'll just say that. So let's recap. In this first period, we got 2 goals by the Blues. Sim. We got Sim from Mancini and Bolduc. And Neighbors gets the goal from Alexandrov and Lyle. Toronto, lots of power play opportunities, not able to capitalize. Dallas, what are your thoughts so far?
Leafs suck tonight, even though they're the kids. But it's early days in the season, so it's
They're having a tough time.
Are they rookies that are playing, like new players coming to the team?
These are all the prospects who have been drafted over the years, so they're all kids. They're all kids. Some have been around for a year or 2 or 3. But for the most part,
who was the guy that was drafting them, and was he drunk?
There is a good chance, but Toronto's had tough draft years for a while, and they're trying to get these guys to come through. And truth be told, and hey Wendy, how's it going? Welcome in. Truth be told, they don't have a lot of roster spots right now. Toronto needs to figure out.
You saying that from last year.
Yeah, so they're going to have to figure out where they're going to put some of these kids if they actually wanted to get them on the team. So
I mean, it's still early in the game. Anything can happen. We still got the second and third period, but
yes,
lots of games to play yet.
You are very correct.
Chat friends, we've been having some things tonight. If our chat friends could please not chat in all caps, because that is how we moderators get Sam's attention. So please do not chat in all caps. Thank you.
Thank you, Dallas. Appreciate that.
And I have something I'd like to say to you, Sam.
Oh boy. Should I be nervous?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay, let me just tell Paul, if you're still here, I've now granted you access to our exclusive games because you're a member. So if you do !gamble and a certain number of points, Paul, you'll be able to earn points faster. All right, go ahead. Hey, CeeLo,
Okay.
what's up?
Hello.
Okay, I promised you tonight no live singing.
Oh, dear Lord.
Is that not the promise I made to you?
That was the promise you made. And for all of our fans watching, I'll give you a little background. Oh, gosh. Is Intermission over yet? Can I cut him off? So during our baseball streams, we have this redemption. Like you see the mascots coming up on the screen and joining us. During our baseball streams, the chat has a chance to throw pies in my face. And we have
Just virtual pies.
Virtual pies. No actual pies are harmed during our stream.
That would be a waste of good whipped cream.
Yet. And so every 20 pies, then the chat gets to vote on a song, and yours truly, the non-Luther Vandross, gets to perform said song of choice. So that's the background, is we like to have a lot of fun during our streams. So Triton promised me, is like, Sam, it's the first hockey game. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, but I promise no live singing. So Triton, before you go, Triton, Lucas, I've now added you, since you're now a member through gift, I've added you to the games so you can use our gamble game as well to gamble your points and earn more. All right, Triton, I will turn it over to you.
Okay, so there was no live singing, but let me make sure my volume's all the way up.
Well, hang on. Can we make sure? Oh, wait, I think I know what you're going to do. As long as there's no, copyright's a real thing. Just saying.
It shouldn't. It sounds like it, but it shouldn't, because it's not the real words.
All right. And then, yes, once Triton finishes embarrassing me, Fred, let's talk goalies for sure.
Okay,
Ooh,
here we go, hopefully. Let me move my mic so you can hear it while I bring it closer.
Second screen technology.
Oh, it's not working. Too bad.
Nacho, man. I'm really hungry. I want to eat some nachos, man. Nacho, man. Woohoo. I want to be a macho man.
Thank you for that. So that's what you're missing during our baseball streams. Hey, Eleanor, what's going on? Listen, baseball is 3 hours long. We all go a little mad sometimes.
Let's go. To fill the time somehow.
Yeah. Christian with the sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to the party.
Christian.
Thanks for coming in.
I also would like one more minute.
Uh-oh.
No, this one you don't have to be worried about.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I just want the chat to know, when somebody gifts a membership, whoever gets the gift is random by YouTube. YouTube picks it, not the person gifting it. And that gift is only for 1 month. If you wish to keep your membership, then you need to continue your membership by paying for the membership. Only the first month is gifted by the person gifting it.
Yes, good call. And make sure, I think at the top of the chat, there's like a little thing that you have to accept in order to accept gifts that says, "Hey, I want to receive."
Oh yes,
a gift.
I forgot about that. When somebody gifts you, if you're not already a member, you should get a pop-up asking if you want to be allowed gifts.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will not be even in there to be gifted.
That is very, very good point. And yes, CeeLo, sometimes 4 hours or 4 hours
with a rain delay.
Love those marathon games.
And let us emphasize the important word in what Triton was saying: a gift. It is a gift.
Yes. Blair, what's going on? Welcome
Blair.
in, buddy. Cyber Flyer in the house.
Welcome in.
Okay, so back to hockey now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So goaltenders, let's talk goaltenders. Toronto happens to have picked up a couple of new goalies that we're going to see in a couple of weeks' time. Matt Murray coming over. He's bounced around a little bit. And, of course, Sam Sonoff. So a lot of people have been asking me, since these trades happened, Sam, what are your thoughts? And let me tell you, listen, Murray was the worst kept secret. We knew this was going to happen. My biggest fear is how Toronto was going to get rid of Peter Mrazek in that salary. And I was really, really worried that we were going to retain some because we all know we're in a really tight crunch. So on draft day, when it was announced Toronto has traded, Mrazek to Chicago, I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. And then when I found out we weren't retaining any salary, I was dancing a jig. I was so happy. I'm like, how did we pull that off? What kind of shambles is Chicago in that they bid at this? Morgan, what's going on? And then we heard the Matt Murray trade. And at first I was super excited, right? Because Matt Murray won a couple Stanley Cups, looked like he was going to be incredible, had some struggles, couldn't really get it going. Finally, he comes over to Toronto. Joe, what's going on? Leafs suck since 67. Joe, that's amazing.
You heard it here first.
So Murray comes over, and I think Murray's going to be okay. But this is what Toronto needs to do. And Dallas Triton, you guys can agree or disagree. In order for Toronto to be successful with Murray, they really have to utilize the tandem with Samsonov. Samsonov can be really good in short stretches. So you play Murray for a couple of games, give him a rest, bring Samsonov in. Murray is going to play more, but they got to act more as a tandem than playing Murray 70 games and, Samsonov coming in for the rest.
Play as a team. Work it as a team.
I think that's the only way they're going to get it to work.
That's the way they should play to begin with,
Yeah.
Don't overwork all your overwork all your players, and then at the end of the season, look at what happened at the last season at the end.
You're right. Listen, we played hard. Jack Campbell had an up and down year. Carl, what's going on? Welcome in. Owen says, I have a friend who was in this tournament a couple of years ago. Owen, that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Such a great
Very
tournament.
Cool. Very cool.
Toronto last year, they played Campbell. They rode Campbell. Listen, he got hurt. Shallegren came in, and Shallegren was like out of nowhere. This kid was amazing, but he was just that, a kid. We relied so much on Campbell. And the thing with Campbell, I love Soupy. Who doesn't love Soupy? But he comes in, he plays hard, but he had a hard time playing the head game. When Campbell gave up some goals or he gave up a bad game, it got in his head and he was done for a streak. He played so well the first half, came back after the All-Star game, had a stinker, and just couldn't recover. And then he got hurt and it was back and forth. Toronto had a good run through the playoffs. And I don't fault them for their loss against Tampa Bay because, listen, Tampa back-to-back Stanley Cup champs and all the way to the finals again.
It's
we
always
don't talk about Tampa.
We don't talk about Tampa. Except in Gator Ghost's case, because Gator Ghost is all about Tampa. But Toronto, they got robbed, and every Toronto fan will tell you, Game 5, Game 6, they got robbed. We can't blame it on the officials as much as we want to. They just played too much. They played too hard. They were overworked. They were tired. Listen, they just weren't prepared to go the distance with a hard-hitting, gritty team like Tampa Bay. This year, if they don't load manage, and I hate to use the phrase load manage because this isn't the Raptors, this isn't Kawhi Leonard, they're hockey players. We don't need to load manage and balance them.
You said the magic word, Kawhi Leonard.
they're getting paid a lot of money to come in and do their jobs. So John Tavares took what happened last year very seriously. He's been dieting, he's been working out, he's buff. We're going to see a brand new John Tavares this year. Marner came into his own. He found his game again. He looked real good. I mean, Matthews winning every award under the sun. He's 60 goals.
Unless we got to make sure Matthews doesn't. They better wrap him in bubble wrap while he plays. They've got to make sure he doesn't get injured, and they have to, like they do with Gretzky, like they do with Crosby. You've got to protect Matthews.
Yeah. Where it's going to come down to for Toronto is going to be what production are they going to get from the bottom half of their roster. We got real lucky last year. Our grinders played well. When you had Kasha, Kasha did well. Blackwell did well. So many guys, the bottom half of our lineup played well. Are we going to get that again from the guys we have this year? It's going to be real
Oh,
interesting.
wait, hello? Wait, hello? Hello? Hello, Curtis Joseph? Yes, the Leafs do need help. Please come now. Thank you.
Listen, the game's going to be coming back momentarily. We're going to talk a lot more about this team and what we're going to see, especially September 24th. September 24th is the doubleheader to kick off preseason. We're going to see two games, 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock, I believe. Leafs and Sens, 2 split squad games. So we should see everybody. We should see the entire squad, plus a lot of prospects. So let's kind of see how they come out, what their style play is going to be. And we're going to have tons and tons of hockey talk throughout.
Awesome.
One thing I'd love from everybody in the chat, when today's game is done, definitely come back to the stream and leave some comments on things you want to talk about for intermission, so we could start scheduling these and have some great conversations about the areas of the Leafs that you want to talk about. So they're coming back. They're coming back on the ice. Dallas Triton, I want to say thank you for coming in and introducing yourselves to the world of the experience. And we'll see you guys a whole lot more.
How much beer and popcorn are we going to need for the doubleheader? That's an important question.
A whole lot.
We're going to need a lot.
All right. We'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a good second period.
Right.
All right. It is time to get back into our game screen. It's time to drop the puck, get the second period going, and we cannot wait. Hopefully this has a lot of action like we saw in the first, but more so tilted Toronto's way, because Toronto had a real tough part to go. So the scoreboard will update momentarily. Here's Robertson, had it in the middle with an opportunity. He gets hauled down, and there's going to be a penalty coming up to St. Louis right here at the beginning of this period. Looks like Hugh McGinn, he hauled down Robertson. So that's a quick way of going. I literally have a picture of that hanging up in my room, that Curtis Joseph and 2 former Leaf players back in the day. That's awesome. MD, what's going on? Go Habs, go. Yeah, it's going to be awesome to see what Slafkovsky can do. I'm really excited to see him come into Toronto for the home opener, the season opener. It's going to be amazing. Slafkovsky looks good. But Montreal is going to have some trouble. We know we're not going to see Carey Price. So how's the goaltending going to hold up for them? We're going to the Jays game Sunday. Awesome. Have a great time. St. Louis bringing this again shorthanded down into Toronto territory. Toronto finally picking it up. They're going to carry it out. Starting to work their way. Oh, we're at 81 likes. 9 likes away from our next little celebratory milestone. Steve's going to bring it low. Putting it through. Back to the point. Able to hold it in. Crawl back at the line. Circling around. Going to send it across. Argachintsev taking a look. He's covered. Throws it across for the one-timer, and what a save again. This St. Louis goaltender is insane in the membrane. Will Cranley, great coverage, pushing across and making that save off the one-timer. Toronto getting some shots through to the goaltender, but he is standing up tall. Great play. In the first period, Toronto had 9 shots. St. Louis only with 7. And St. Louis had 13 minutes of penalties there in that first. Comes back to the point. Missed. It's going to roll all the way down the ice. Toronto has to come back and get it. Little Cole Caulfield will get squished. Let's Caulfield, man, that kid can move. He can move. He's kind of the next generation of Johnny Gaudreau. Small, quick, agile, with a shooter's shot. Toronto has it deep in St. Louis territory. Going to go off the boards. Back to the line. Big shot there. They shoot. Oh, getting closer and closer. Gogolev couldn't put it past the goaltender. He looks like a big boy as well. Only 6'1", but he stands really tall. Andrew, how's it going? The game is now officially back underway here in the second period. Toronto on the power play. Just can't capitalize again. Here's St. Louis, 2-on-1, shorthanded. Toronto desperately trying to get back. St. Louis coming in. They couldn't convert to get a shot on net. Toronto able to pick it up and bring it back. Look out. Heads up. Turnover. Toronto picks it up in neutral zone. They can't get it down deep. 5-on-5. The power play has expired. St. Louis bring it all the way back down to Toronto territory, and they come in just offside. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about a couple of our partner channels. And you know what? I don't even think, yes, I do. Let me tell you about FPEN Sports, our good friends at FPEN Sports. If you like the New York Rangers, they cover all kinds of New York Ranger games. As well, their sister channel, the Florida Park Explorers, are in the Disney parks almost every day. So if you love Disney, check out the Florida Park Explorers. Because not only are they in the parks, but if you want Disney merch, the Florida Park Explorers will personal shop for you and get and send you that merch. So check them out. FPEN Sports and the Florida Park Explorers. Here comes Toronto. Robertson and Steves, a little give and go. And a quick shot, and that's going to go up into the glass. Gator Ghost, what's going on? Welcome in. We were just talking about you in the Tampa Bay Lightning. Mario, is the game on TV? It is not on TV. At least not in my area. I don't believe it is. You can find it on NHL.com. It's also in the pinned message if you want to watch along and listen along here with us. Douglas coming in to take the draw for Toronto against Washkakruck. He's going to win that. Toronto cycling it around. Coming through behind the net, Douglas in there on the forecheck. Boy, he's so big. I love it. It used to be on Leafs TV. Yeah, but Leafs TV, unfortunately, is no more. I used to really enjoy that channel, but clearly, I was in the minority there. Let's go Leafs, Carl says. That's right. Come on, Leafs. Coming through, tip down. Blair, just Leafs TV wasn't getting the ratings. Part of it, too, is they made it a subscription-only channel, and they just weren't getting the viewership they needed. Voigt's going to get it out. Here comes Toronto trying to
Let's go!
Bobbling it around in the neutral zone. Andrew, thank you so much for the subscription. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the Experience family. Coming down around behind the net, Villeneuve having a tough time there. St. Louis keeping it in. Gogolev trying to get it out. Bodies are bumping all over. Finally, we're going to get a whistle and a penalty on the play. Looks like Douglas is going to get the call. The big man heading to the sin bin. So that's going to put St. Louis back on the power play. Not how Toronto wanted to come out and play here in the second. Now, in yesterday's game, Toronto did find themselves behind, and they bounced back real quick. They started scoring like it was going out of style. So hopefully they'll be able to turn that around and do that here tonight as well. A good night, Experience Gaming. Yes, Morgan, that is one of my boys. They run a gaming channel, the Samwelb12 Gaming Experience. So if you or any of your little ones enjoy gaming, Fortnite, what else do they play? Minecraft, Roadblocks, some Oculus VR games, definitely check out the Gaming Experience channel. Coming across, St. Louis, picking it up, taking the shot. Yes, unfortunately, we're not able to show the actual game itself. We're here just to do our style of play-by-play, talk some hockey, and have some fun. Fortunately, due to copyright reasons, we can't actually show the video. It is in the pinned message. NHL.com has the live game if you want to watch it and listen along to us. St. Louis, quick one-timer. That gets knocked down. Great play by Steves. 1 minute to go in the power play for St. Louis. Toronto finally able to pick it up and steal it and get it down the ice. St. Louis bring it all the way back as Lyle. Setting it up. Finally, they're going to send it down, tip it in. Toronto goaltender out to play it. Look out. Don't get caught. Sends it off the glass, and this is going to come out and down the ice. Toronto settling into this penalty kill, doing a great job. Crawl moving it around. Here they come. You still have Leafs TV, Morgan? Interesting. Are they showing anything on it? Because I know in our neighborhood they've taken it away completely. 25 seconds to go in the power play for the Blues. The Blues with a 2-0 lead here. Just about 14 minutes left in the second period. It's going to roll in on the Toronto goal, and he's going to drop on it and hold on to that. Cavellin facing a few shots. Unfortunately, let 2 go by. Tough goals to give up. Thank you, Lucas. Don't worry about giving me points. I got lots of points, but I appreciate the gesture. So taking a long break, getting in here to face off deep in Toronto territory. Getting ready to set up. We're 5 likes away. 5 likes away from 90. So if you haven't hit that like, go ahead and give it a click for me. In the corner, Toronto's going to play that up and off the glass. All the way down. St. Louis back to pick it up. 5 seconds to go in the power play now. St. Louis, one last push. Coming through over the line. Toronto trying to break it up. They force St. Louis in the corner. Send the puck around. That's going to do it. The play is at even strength. Penalty has expired. Side of the net, St. Louis still putting pressure. Working through. Sending it around. Toronto picks it up. Trying to get a move on it. Love to get back in this game. Bobbling it at the side of the neutral zone is Toronto. Little high stick. SDA trying to get it down deep. Finally breaking in. Going to steal it away. Toronto putting it into the slot. Coming through. Takes a shot. No rebound given up by Cranley. Cranley standing tall. A little rough stuff in front. Douglas in there mixing it up. SDA. Argachinev in there as well. Montreal 2, New Jersey 1 after 1. LeMaryville, welcome in and thank you for the update. If anybody is keeping an eye on any other games, definitely drop those updates in the chat. Let us know what's happening. Laura, it is in the pinned message. You can get a link for the NHL.com feed. Go ahead and watch, but still hang out here and talk some hockey. We'd love to have you. So here we go. 2-0 St. Louis. 13-13 to go here in the second period. Another power play for St. Louis. So Toronto just coming away with penalty after penalty after penalty. It looks like this one is going to be on Douglas. So he's going to head to the box again. Toronto's not going to get a chance to come back if they keep taking penalties. Looks like an interference penalty being called here. Who was this on? Happened behind the play. Looked like the Blues. Is this Lafreniere? Laferriere? Waiting to see if that is indeed the call to be interference. So that's going to negate the Blues power play. We're going to get some 4-on-4 hockey coming up, which is exciting to see. Love Pugs, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us here on this wonderful Friday night. We appreciate you being here. 3 likes away from 90 likes. I followed you on Facebook too. Awesome. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate that. Yeah, you'll see my my link tree being dropped in the chat. Definitely check us out on Instagram and join our Facebook pages. We post kind of all of our streams there, or we try to. But I appreciate you following me on all the socials, so thank you. So we're going to get some 4-on-4 hockey here, just under 13 to go in the second. But the way St. Louis is playing and the way their goaltender is playing, this 2-0 lead could be enough, unless Toronto can turn the corner real quick. Toronto brings it all the way down. Villeneuve turning it around, spinning, turned it over. Inside the line, St. Louis tried to feed it to the slot. Robertson there to pick up the trash. Sending it around the boards, coming cross ice. Here comes Toronto, working their way through. Pushed up against the wall, St. Louis is going to come away with the puck. Long stretch pass, it's a race. It's a race, and no one's going to get there because it's going to be an icing call. So this is going to come all the way back down to the St. Louis territory. Pro Office Show, guys, please help. The live video on the site doesn't work. Yeah, sometimes it Sometimes it does that. The feeds are very, very finicky. So it's tough. Fortunately, that's the same feed that I'm watching, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately. Lyle coming across, trying to bring it in. St. Louis trying to clear it out. They get it to the line. Toronto holds it in. Nice little move. Nice little deke. Feeds it in front. Toronto shoots. They score. They score. Toronto finally, Ellis puts it in the net, get on the board, 2-1 Toronto, a 4-on-4 goal. Beautiful, beautiful play, takes the pass right in front of the net, pulls it to the side, tucks it past the goaltender. Great play there by Max Ellis, standing a whopping 5'9", makes a play like he was 6'3". What a beautiful, beautiful play by Ellis. So he's going to get the goal to bring this game closer. 2-1 now in favor of St. Louis, but Toronto has some legs. Here they come again, racing into Toronto's zone, trying to feed it into the slot. Couldn't get it across. Toronto definitely has a bit of a jump now. Scoring a goal will simply do that to you. Toronto banking it off the boards, getting the forecheck going. Comes away, back to the point. The defenseman cross sides. Little dipsy-do there. Toronto, Villeneuve, working through. Sends it down deep. Toronto has it behind the net. Another crisscross. Looking in the slot. Coming across. He's going to dump it off there. Fakes the shot. Coming across. Gogolev there. Can't get it. St. Louis finally steals it. Here comes St. Louis. 3-on-1. Coming across. St. Louis going back. Can't connect the pass. Nice play. Came closer and closer and closer. But they just couldn't get there. Cross ice pass again, and they can't connect. This is going to be airlifted out and down the ice. Looking to pick it up. Can't do it. Working through. Douglas comes across the slot. They miss that pass. Toronto just missing some passes. They're coming closer and closer, just not able to connect. Finally, it comes out and down the ice. St. Louis has it in the neutral zone. St. Louis working their way around. Coming through. Steen in the corner. Steves trying to dig in there. Nice work by Steves. Nice to see what he can do. Passing it across. Hits the line and comes out and over. St. Louis bringing it down. 2-on-1. St. Louis elects to shoot. That's going to go high and over the glass. So we're going to get a stoppage in play as the Leafs find themselves on the board. Max Ellis gets the goal from Alex Steves and Marshall Ratfield. So nice little play there. 3 points so far in 2 games for Ellis. In 2 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. Nice little play. So Toronto finally finding a way of getting on this board. Just about halfway through the game. Curious to see if they hit the halfway mark, if they exchange goaltenders or these goalies stay in for the distance. Puck is dropped, a bit of a scramble. Toronto's going to come away with it. Here are the Leafs. Setting it down, 3-on-3, coming across the line, trying to carry it down deep, right in front of the net, side of the goal, but it's turned over. Here come the Blues. Blues putting it up, 2-on-2 the other way. Nice little play by the Toronto defenseman to take it into the corner. Toronto working the boards, trying to get it out. Cross ice, here they come. Long pass up. Toronto stepping over, coming across, top of the circle, far side, takes a shot. That's going to be steered away. Nice play there. Welcome back, Morgan. Another shot from Toronto in front, and that's going to go to the corner. Cleared away. Nice play. Toronto still has the puck in St. Louis zone. They come back to the point. Airlifted. Tough play to handle, but Krall was able to knock it down. Toronto sending it across. Coming in. They shoot. They score again. They score again. Abrazizi, where did that come from? Out of nowhere, a broken play, and he's able to put it up and over the goaltender. Again, at 5'10", Nick Abrazizi is able to get it in and get it done. We have a brand new ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. It is tied 2-2. So Abrazizi picks up the goal from Holmberg. From his knees. He was on his knees and able to get it up and over the goaltender. What a spectacular goal. AAU Triton, my friend, thank you so much. Gifting 5 memberships. Triton gifting 5 memberships. So the recipients, Shopcat Industries, welcome. Jacob, welcome. Onyx Money Drops, welcome. All these new members, Triton, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. MJ, what's up? Welcome in, MJ. And welcome in all of our new channel members, courtesy of the gift of AAU Triton. Thank you so much for that. So all of our new members, you now automatically have access to all the custom emojis in your emoji bar. So you can play with those all stream long. It'll take me some time. Maybe at the next intermission, I'll get you set up so our new channel members can gamble along with their points and have some fun. Triton is definitely the man. St. Louis has it down in Toronto territory. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Cross ice, looking for the one-timer. Fanned on it. So that's going to be touched. We're going to get a penalty coming up here. Curtis Douglas is going to go to the box again. Is this his 3rd penalty of the game? No. So Douglas is going to go. He's going to get this a lot, regardless if he ends up playing with the big club or if he's playing down in the Marlies. Douglas is going to get this because of his size. It's the Chara effect, right? Chara got called on a lot of penalties because of his size. And especially with the crackdown on headshots, he's going to have to be very careful how he goes in to take the body. Coming across, Kessel sends it over. Top of the circle. Here's the Blues putting in the slot. Back to the point. Big shot, and they score! St. Louis takes the lead right back. Looks like Kessel is going to get credit with the goal. Unbelievable. Matt Kessel. Matt Kessel's going to get the goal. Now, does anybody know, is Matt Kessel have any relation to Phil or Amanda Kessel? I'd be very interested to know. I do not know myself, but if you happen to know, let me know. It didn't take them long. They've been looking real good, St. Louis, tonight.
Let's go!
Richard, thank you coming in with the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. That's right, Fred. Thumbs down for that. Not Will the Thrill. Yeah. I wonder if Matt Kessel enjoys hot dogs as much as Uncle Phil. Here's St. Louis again in the slot with a one-timer. Great stop there by the Toronto goaltender. Toronto can't pick up the loose puck. The St. Louis defenseman was back and able to get it. Here they come. Again, working their way down. Amanda Kessel, one of the greatest female hockey players, in my opinion, of all time. She's absolutely spectacular to watch. Leading Team USA for the women. So Sim and McGinn going to get the assists on Kessel's goal. Turned over. Steve's trying to get a little fancy, and here's a break for St. Louis coming in. Digging in. He's hooked, and he's going to crash into the Toronto goaltender. So we're going to get an interference penalty. Was curious if they were going to call it a penalty shot, but they don't. So it's going to be an interference penalty here for Toronto just after giving up that power play goal. Toronto's going to put St. Louis right back on the power play. Joe, I know, right? I could totally go for a hot dog right about now. So in case you didn't catch what happened in last night's prospect action, Toronto won against the Dallas Stars. They won 6-2. The next game is going to be on the 18th versus Columbus. For the St. Louis Blues, they lost to Columbus 7-1 last night. and they play Dallas tomorrow. There is a chance we'll be back on Monday. Oh, it is a penalty shot. It is a penalty shot. Here's St. Louis on the penalty shot. Coming in. Fakey, one way, the other way, and he scores. On the penalty shot, the St. Louis Blues are going to put it 4-2 up on the board. So it was Andre backing off with the penalty shot. It was first called interference, but then they awarded him the penalty shot. He comes in, slows himself down, great stick movement, forehand, backhand, and just tucks it between the wickets of the Toronto goaltender. So St. Louis puts himself comfortably up with a 4-2 lead. So special teams definitely letting Toronto down tonight. Toronto not able to capitalize on their power plays and definitely giving up some shorthanded goals. So down deep in the St. Louis zone, Toronto, that step we were talking about moments ago that Toronto had, yeah, they've lost that step now. Here comes St. Louis again, working their way through the middle. In the slot, quick shot, and they score again. Oh my goodness, St. Louis lighting the lamp, just ripping it up. The Blues extending that lead, 5-2 now. Oh my goodness. What is going on? So backing off gets the goal on the power play. And then we'll have to see who last touched that. Was it tipped in front of the net or did it go straight in? We'll have to see who's awarded that goal. Is it going to be backing off? So it looks like it's going to be backing off again who gets the goal. We're going to wait to see what the official call is there. But St. Louis absolutely jumping out ahead, 5-2 now. The scoreboard will update just as these things happen so fast and furious. Here's Toronto. They come in. Toronto turns it around. Ty Volt is going to get that one for the Maple Leafs. Somebody order some goals because they are coming in bunches right now. Voigt is going to get that one. So that last goal was backing off from Keenan Washkirk and Yakin Smallwood. This one just trickled through the St. Louis goaltender. Toronto desperately needed that goal. I so love my Toronto Maple Leafs game is not over till it's over. That's right, Carl. Especially with these prospects, because anything can happen. These guys are absolutely ripping through it. Coming down, here's Toronto again. Look out, big collision in the neutral zone. Toronto able to come away with the puck. 5.5 to go here in the second period. Working through. Here's St. Louis. They steal the puck. Coming down 2-on-2. They turn it over. So St. Louis definitely out controlling the puck here in the neutral zone. But they're doing a great job. Toronto is starting to come back and cut them off. We talked about size earlier. St. Louis definitely the bigger team tonight. All the way back down in St. Louis zone. They're going to regroup. Both teams making some line changes. Long stretch pass, trying to move it up. Intercepted. And there we go. We're 2 likes away from 90 likes. Go ahead and hit that like for me. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Here's Toronto putting it off the boards and down the ice. Chase is on, but they can't get there in time. It's going to be icing. Just a little too far. So if you've just found us, you're just coming in to watch some of the game. We do lots of Maple Leaf hockey all season long. We're going to be doing the doubleheader September 24th against Ottawa, 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And we might have another preseason game. We'll have to see the schedule. But of course, we'll have the season opener, Toronto-Montreal, and game number 2, Toronto-Washington, back-to-back nights. And then we'll be doing a couple of games every week. As well, we're going to look to put together a little weekly prediction show to talk about the
Let's
key
go.
games of the week and the games we're going to want to watch and who we think is going to come out. And here's St. Louis. Quick shot after a giveaway. Michelle, thank you very much for coming in with the subscription. Appreciate that. And thanks to being here with us. Of course, if you're a Toronto fan and a baseball fan, we're following the Blue Jays as well, as they're in a wild card hunt and a chance to go down into the playoffs. Our next Blue Jays game is actually going to be Tuesday on my birthday. So come hang out for a birthday stream while we watch the Blue Jays take on the Phillies. I see 89 likes. I see 89. We need one more like to go. One like to hit that 90 likes. Gogolev trying to come around. Toronto carrying it through. Drops it off to the point. Back across. Gogolev picks it up. Carrying it through again. Tries to take a shot for the point. That hits a skate. Going down around to Douglas. He's going to send it in. There we go. Over 90 likes. So you know what that means. At the next stoppage, it's our world famous dad dance. The dad dance made world famous during the playoff run last year. Here comes St. Louis sending it in front. That's tipped just wide. 3:20 left to go here in the second period. 5-3 is the score. St. Louis walking the line. Taking a look. Taking a look again. St. Louis controlling the puck. They're going to put it down deep. Off the boards and around. Coming through. Toronto steals it. Puts it out. Here come the Leafs. You got to skate, Leafs. Instead, they tried to roll it down, but they turned it over. They were at the end of a shift. There we go. We should be back. Just hit that refresh button. Hit the refresh. We should be back. Thank you for hanging in. That happens sometimes with technology, just like the feed of the game cuts in and out. The love of the internet. Thank you for being here with us. Coming off the pad. St. Louis is back here. Hopefully everybody comes back in. Yeah, you let the hackers in here. That's right. So hopefully those that got kicked out of the stream were able to come back in and join us. Sending it all the way down. 1:44 to go here in the second. Still 5-3. We didn't miss much. Here comes Toronto on the horses trying to get in there. They can't connect the passes. Toronto having a real tough time with their passes. St. Louis is just the better team so far through both periods. Kicking it around. Toronto has the puck. Starting to move it up. St. Louis giving them a little bit of room. Putting it through the neutral zone, and that's where they cut them off. St. Louis now turning it around and coming up the other way. Putting it across. Working through. St. Louis with possession. Finally, Toronto intercepts.
Last minute of play in this period.
Here comes Toronto trying to get it out. A long pass for Abruzzese, can't connect. St. Louis has the puck. Starting to work it up. Sends it through the neutral zone. St. Louis into Toronto territory. Working around the perimeter. Trying to cut in front of the net. Trying to stuff it in. Can't do it. Rebound is there. Almost gets through, but Toronto did a great job in keeping that out as the puck was bouncing around. 30 seconds left now here in the second period. We owe you the dad dance for hitting 90 likes. So thank you all for getting us there. Coming in front. Driving the net. Is it in? Is it in? The ref says no goal. The ref says no goal. We think it crossed the line, but we're not sure. There's a little bit of a scrum in the corner, so we'll have to see exactly what's going on. They're digging hard. They crashed the net. That was like an NHL 93 move on the PlayStation where you just drive the net and try and shove it in. Rookie, what's going on? Welcome in. Douglas is looking good. He is a beast. That is for sure. So here's the replay. St. Louis crashes into their own goaltender. Toronto comes in, tries to jam the puck in under the pads. We can't see from this angle if it crossed the line. The official was directly on top of it, and he says no goal right away. So he's looking between the legs. I can't tell if that's over the line or not. It looks like it's not in. So no goal for Toronto. They come close, but not close enough. bringing it in for another opportunity, but that's grabbed and turned away. St. Louis able to get it out and all the way down the ice. Toronto, with 6 seconds left, is going to have one last attempt. They can't muster anything there. It's turned over, and that's going to do it for the second period. St. Louis is going to come away with the lead here, 5-3. Little bit of rough stuff taking place. We're going to switch back over. Actually, before we switch over to our intermission screen, I don't have everybody updated here, but I want us to give a huge thank you to all of our channel members. So thank you, all of our channel members. Appreciate having you so very, very much. It's been so much fun this game. We've been having a great time. And now we're here for second intermission. Let's take a look at what we've experienced so far. Here's how the scoring has gone. In the first period, St. Louis jumped up with a goal from Sim, from Mancini and Bullduk, and then again from Neighbors and Alexandrov and Lyle. In the second period, Toronto mounted a comeback with Ellis scoring from Steves and Krall. And then right again from Abrizi and Holmberg, they tied it up. St. Louis then jumped ahead with a goal from Kessel with assists going to Sim and McGigg. Then backing off on a penalty shot was able to move St. Louis further ahead. Backing off wasn't done there. He continued to score with an assist this time from Washkirk and Smallwood. Toronto mounted a little bit of a comeback from Voigt, getting assists from Douglas and Gogolev. So those are your goal scorers through 2 periods here today. Now, of course, let's continue the conversation and welcome back our friends, AAU Triton, Dallas Hockey Girl. And first of all, Triton, thank you so much for all the gifted members. I know a lot of our fans in the chat appreciate that. And definitely
Sam, after what I'm doing to Sam Swayze tonight, it's the best I could do is give some membership.
Yeah. Oh, I tried, and I might have to mute you because we can hear the music.
Oh, so, let me lower that.
Whoops.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, after what I'm doing to Sam Swayze tonight, I figured you deserve some memberships.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. But what a crazy second period. It was absolutely insane. Back and forth. They came out. They were just, I don't know what was going on. This team, such a different team from who showed up last night. Now, it's just prospects. This is only game 2. It doesn't count for anything. But what we're seeing is what a lot of these players are made of. And I don't see a whole lot of hustle in these Maple Leafs so far. What are your kind of thoughts there, Dallas? Oh, Dallas, you're on mute. Oh, hang on, Dallas. I don't know why we don't have audio from you. Let me see if I can.
It's okay. We don't need audio from her. It's not like she could comment on me right now.
I can't even unmute her. So sorry, Dallas. We love having you here.
So, okay, let me do this. Well, okay. I'm Dallas tonight, and I think, that guy, AAU Triton guy, is like the best there is,
Nice. All right, here Dallas is trying to come back in. Let's see if we have her this time. Is that better?
I think so. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. So what were your thoughts, Dallas, on that crazy back and forth period?
That is exactly what it was. Crazy back and forth. I mean, we got 3 goals on the board, but St. Louis came back with more. So it's back and forth. I think I mean, St. Louis has that 2 goal buffer, but I mean, we all know anything can happen in the third period. So I think it could be anybody's game. If the Leafs have some Wheaties and have a bit of Red Bull, they could come back and win it. But you just never know.
It's true. It feels like they need a boost. And you know, before I go any farther, because I don't want to take anything away, we hit our 90 likes. And you know what we do at 90 likes? It's the dad dance time. So
Yeah, you do the dad dance time.
I knew you were gonna say that. So I gotta feel it. Do you guys hear the music? Do you hear
I
it?
hear some YMCA.
A little YMCA. I think, is that a little pour some sugar on me? Is that
Summer
a
of
little
'69.
Summer of '69? Yeah, I hear
little
it.
Dirty
I hear it.
Dancing.
A little Reflex by Duran Duran. I hear it. So it's the dad dance time. So what we do for the dad dance is us dads, and if you're a dad in the chat, get on in. You know it. When there's a party and you get on the dance floor, we like to embarrass everybody. So it's the dad dance time. This is what we do every 90 likes. We like to party. We like to dad dance. So thank you guys for hitting that like. We appreciate it so much. The rookies here in the Hulkamania theme.
Hulkamania!
There you go, a little dad dance. So again, thanks everyone for being here. We're having so much fun tonight. We're now on the path to 100 likes, which hopefully we'll get there in the third period. This has been a great game. It's been a lot of fun to watch these kids play, and I'm really
The
excited.
can the Leafs come back and win it though? They're still down.
They are still down. They can come back. It's only 2 goals. They exploded for a number of goals the other night, so they definitely can get back in this game. St. Louis, though, right now, they look to be a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and they have to overcome that. Toronto needs to figure out a way to get in there and just make that happen, which we know they can. They just have to get through and do it.
They do. They do. It's always great to see young players playing the game because they're so passionate and they have so much energy. It's great to see the up and coming players, and you get a sense of what the future is going to be for the season.
100%, and I'm really excited. Dallas, is there a prospect that has impressed you the most so far of who we've seen?
Hard to say because I haven't had a chance to watch too much on the link, and I'm not really familiar with all their names, but I mean they're all having they're all kind of getting their moments in. So I think I think any of them could really be someone could be the next Matthews or Marner or Tavares. Like they could do
Bite
it.
your tongue. Nobody can replace Bunt Cake. If Mom heard you say that, you'd be grounded.
Well,
I didn't say Bunt Cake. I said Matthews, Marner, and Tavares.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
is it Matthew Bunting?
Michael Bunting. You were close.
Michael
Bunting.
Oh, okay.
It's Austin Matthews. See, Triton doesn't know hockey much at people, so we have to educate him.
So I want to say everybody that has now become a channel member. So we got Shopcat, Lucas,
Whoop, whoop.
Onyx, Paul, Morgan, Jacob. Oh, Dina got a membership.
Yeah, Dee got a membership too.
I didn't see that. I was trying to keep her out of the membership circle. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome all our new members.
Welcome all of our new members. I've now put the programming in. So if you are a member, you have access to gamble your points in the chat. So you can earn points faster and climb our leaderboard. So just want to let you know, if you are a channel member, you now should have access to use our gamble functionality. As well, of course, all of the
that
emojis.
gift only lasts 1 month.
Yes, it only lasts a month. So at the end of the month, if you want to continue your membership, you can opt in to purchase it ongoing, or it'll come away. So at least for 1 month, which, where are we? September 16th. So you will have that up through the beginning
opening game
of hockey.
Woo-hoo.
So hockey starts, the the first Leaf game is October 12th. So you will at least get the custom emojis
Woo-hoo.
and all of that through the home opener. So that's pretty awesome. So let's ask this. We were talking in the last period about goaltenders. And, oh, Mario, you got the Leafs. Nice. Good. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you still hanging out here with us and listening to our play-by-play and talking some hockey. When we were talking about the goaltenders, we were talking about Murray and Samsonov and a couple of the others. But where I want to turn to is the defensive side of the game, because Toronto has always had a little bit of a problem with defense. No surprise to anybody.
We need defense. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we do. We definitely need defense. But we've moved things around, right? We know Morgan Riley's there. We know Riley's going to do his thing. He's going to be Riley. Jake Muzzin is an interesting case. Muzzy had a lot of injury problems last year. He's a big hitter. He's a heavy hitter. Somebody we need. John, what's up? Go Leafs go. That's right. Welcome in. So we know what we're going to get from Muzzy. Hopefully he can stay healthy. TJ Brody, I was not sold on him when he first came over to the Leafs. I was a little iffy. He played okay. But I don't know. I expected a little more from him. Towards the end, he started getting into that role a little bit. I thought they were going to pair Giordano back with Brody. That didn't happen. Will we see that pairing to start the season? What do you guys think in the chat? TJ Brody Beanpole. Muzzin is injury prone. Do you think that Giordano's going to get paired up with Brody?
Could be. That sounds like that's a reasonable pairing. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and they play great together in Calgary. So it'll be interesting to see if they pair them. Where Toronto's defense is going to get really interesting, and I'm sure you guys will agree with me, especially in the chat. So we talked about Riley, we have Muzzin, we have Brody, we have Giordano. That's 4. We only have 6 spots. So we have Timothy Liljegren, who personally, I really actually enjoyed how he played. Listen, he's still finding his game. He's still coming into it. The kid's only 23 years old, but I thought he played well. And there you go, Onyx. Yes, you got your membership. And you get
23. He's over the hill. He's over the hill at 23. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. Mario Lilly and Giordano, they play great together. I really like that pairing. We got to sign PK Subban. Oh, no, rookie.
Oh, bite your tongue. Bite your tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You got to go outside, turn around 3 times and spit for saying that.
Yeah.
No.
And let me just say this, because I just noticed here. Make sure your YouTube feed is at the top settings. YouTube sometimes downgrades it, so make sure you're set at either 720 or 1080p for the best quality.
Yes, if we're blurry, check your stream quality if we're blurry.
Yeah, Carl says I have a really big feeling there's a big trade coming. Well, there has to be something in the works, because Liljegren is probably going to get in there. We still have Justin Hall, who I know everybody in the chat's about to go, no, Justin Hall, he's terrible. We don't want him playing. We don't want him here. But let me tell you, Justin Hall, at moments
take a drink,
Sam.
Sam, you better make that a double, because I'm going to send you a copy of this movie afterwards.
All right. Justin Hall played some really good hockey at times last year, to the point where in the chat, every time we were streaming a game and we said, oh, great play, Justin Hall, we had to take a drink. We made it into our own little game.
I remember that.
Yeah. So what are they going to do with Justin Hall? I mean, he's currently making $2 million. You don't want $2 million sitting on the bench doing nothing. And then, of course, we have our 22-year-old Rasmus Sandin. Sandin, could be stellar. So something's got to give, right? We have too many defense. And let's not forget, if I scroll down here to our current non-roster players, we signed a bunch of defense who I actually am really proud for. Jordy Ben, I mean, we signed Jordy Ben for nothing. Gonna give him a tryout, see what he can do. You know, does he have room to play on that sixth pairing? I really like Jordy Ben. There was
We could
another.
fit him in.
What's that?
My question for you,
We could
Sam,
fit him
is:
in.
Yeah.
have you and the Bear Shot talked about the Leafs this year, and what does he think?
We haven't, and that's actually a really good point. I haven't mentioned our show we do. We're going to talk about it in the third period, but we do a little hockey recap show weekly, and we haven't really gone through our season preview show yet. That's going to be coming up real soon. We're definitely going to talk about all of our teams and who we like. Blue Car, what's going on? Welcome in.
Welcome.
Should the Leafs
Welcome,
get
Blue
Fleury?
Car.
So, you know, it's funny you say that, Lucas. I was on a big tear when Fleury was potentially available and said he would be great to come in as long as you had a good young goaltender to work underneath him. If you're going to bring Fleury in at this point, make sure he's training and teaching. But he's re-signed in Minnesota, which I think caught everybody by surprise. Hall has a lot to prove.
There's 60 goals.
What's that?
Do we think Matthews will get another 60 goals? I think he's going to shoot for 70 this year.
He will. And you know what? Just like that, that was a real quick 15 minutes. The third period just started. So we're going to get back to the game. Dallas,
Where did
Triton,
the time fly?
thank you for hanging out. We're going to continue the conversation, but wanted everybody here to meet these two.
Put your predictions for the final score in the chat.
Yep, put it in. Guys, thank you so much. Let's get back to the game. See ya.
Go Leafs, go.
All right, we're going to hop back over to our game screen. We're going to pick it up live in action as Toronto currently has the puck in St. Louis territory, trying to come in, but a great shot on net there. And St. Louis goaltender is able to stand tall and block that one. Toronto definitely out of the gate coming with a lot of jump. A whole lot of jump there. Alex Steeves with a sharp angle shot trying to put it through. You know, Steeves and Robertson playing well together. They're not able to get anything past the goaltender, but certainly have a lot of speed and a lot of jump, these two. 3 away from 100. We're almost already at 100. I only see 98. Oh, there we go. It just jumped up. I guess my screen is behind. So go ahead, hit that like button. Let's get it up to 100 likes. Thank you guys so very much. Coming through down low. Toronto trying to get it out. Digging deep. And of course, if you're just coming in and you haven't subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. Coming around, Toronto holding the zone. 5-3 here in the third period. Toronto battling strong. Both teams laying the body, trying to put some muscle in there. Let's see those predictions in the chat. Lucas calling it 6-5 Leafs. Triton also going 6-5 Leafs. Rookie's going 8-5 Leafs. Onyx is going to another universe, going 100-5 Leafs. Love it. Douglas is going to lift it in deep into St. Louis territory. Working through, coming around. Carl's going 6-5 Leafs. Everyone's predicting the Leafs coming back. Mr. Ducky, what's going on? Little Mystic Music. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great summer, buddy. But thank you for keeping us here. Coming out in front is Douglas. He can't connect. Toronto working it in front. Going to throw it in front. That's grabbed out of the air by the St. Louis goaltender. And we're going to get a whistle. 6-5 Leafs. Morgan's predicting 6-5. 99 likes, 1 like away. Who's going to be number 100? Thank you guys so much for hanging out here all evening long, hitting the like, all of our new friends that have subscribed, and of course, all the new members that have joined the family. Douglas, so close with the tip-in. And there it is, 100 likes on the board. Thank you so very much for getting us there. What? 100. Coming through. Toronto has to chase it back. all the way back to pick it up. Keeping an eye out, St. Louis. They're buzzing all the way around. This one comes all the way around. We thought it was offside. Quick, sharp angle shot. That's going to go just wide. Back in the slot, passes it across, bottom of the circle. Skating through to the top, tried to go cross ice and hit a breaking player, but that gets tipped off. Far side for St. Louis, quick shot, that's going to go wide. St. Louis holding it in. The problem with those shots that happen to go wide, carry around, and come all the way out and down the ice. Here comes Toronto. They're going to dump it in. The chase is on. They get knocked down. Here comes Toronto now, picking up the loose puck in the slot. Can't get a shot off. They're able to circle around. Toronto passing it back. Sending it around. Holmberg cutting in front. Toronto crisscrossing behind the net. Comes back to the blue line. Can't get in there to cut it off and hold it. It's going to come all the way down the ice. Villeneuve just needed an extra inch on his stick to grab it. Here's Toronto in the neutral zone. Little fancy stick handling there, but just couldn't pull it through. Coming down, working through. St. Louis picking up the puck. Here comes the Blues. The Blues with a long stretch pass. That's going to miss everybody. No icing call there. Toronto has it and starting to move it up. St. Louis giving them a little bit of room. Here's a cross ice pass. Coming through. Toronto stops, pops, trying to cycle it around. Douglas in there. Tries to put it across. Reverse back to Douglas. Douglas behind the net. Douglas has got to use his size. Tried to put it down deep. Hit a body. Here comes St. Louis. One-on-one with Douglas. Coming through. It's backing off. Looking for the Hattie. Can't put it through. Nice save there. Here comes Toronto back the other way. They're going to take a shot, put it in, and now the chase is on. Voigt is in there. Voigt digging deep. Coming around behind the St. Louis net. Still with it. Throws it back to the point. Look, shot. Cross ice. Puck is there. And the St. Louis goaltender makes a great set of saves to keep it down. Lucas predicting 7-6 Leafs. Nice prediction. Let's see if they can do it and come back. Just under 15 to go here in the third period. Toronto stopping it at the line, carrying it through. Passing it across. St. Louis able to hold in. Toronto can't get it out. Trying hard. Digging through. St. Louis back to the point, calling for it, passes it across. Here's Galloway. Long shot, and it goes through. How did that go in? St. Louis is able to put another one on the board. Shot from the point by Galloway. We'll have to see the replay if this is clear or clean, or if it hits somebody going in. So what a shot there. I think Bolduc is going to get the deflection. 6-3, the Blues go up. Here's the replay. The shot, and gosh, the camera's so hard to see. Yes, it was knocked down. A little spin around backhand there, and that's going to go in. So Zach Bolduc is going to get the call. Sim is going to get another assist, as is Tyson Galloway. So St. Louis absolutely pulling away here in the third period. I redeemed Leafs at the wrong time. It happens. Cranley's playing an absolutely outstanding game for the Blues. And to be honest, we've been talking about it all night long. The Blues have just been a better team tonight. They've just been outplaying Toronto. Not a lot of shots in the second period. Total shots, 19-18. Let's see what happens here in the third period. Pass all the way in. Here come the Leafs. Leafs setting up 3 wide. Now they're going to start to move forward. Here they come through the neutral zone. Going to pass it in. This is going to be knocked out. St. Louis is going to steal. Here comes St. Louis breaking in all alone. Taking a big shot and a nice save there by the goaltender. Sim looking to add to his point total tonight. Going short side. Pass going to come all the way around. Picked up by the Blues. The Blues. Turnover. Toronto breakaway coming in all alone. Diving play. Able to break it up. Great play by the St. Louis defenseman. Able to take it off Gogolev's stick. Diving across. Orioles 2, Blue Jays 1, middle of the 5th. Oh, and this is a series. Toronto Blue Jays need to take this series. There's my Linktree link. Definitely check out all of my social media. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. You can follow our page or join our Facebook group. And of course, if you're interested in any Samwelb12 Experience merch, there's some merch links there. As well, on our main page, we have a store link. You can check out all the logo and named merch. Douglas mixing it up in front. Some rough stuff. So Douglas, unfortunately, being the big guy at 6'9", and when you're playing a team that, you know, pretty much the entire team, other than 1, 2, 3, 4 players of Blues are over 6 feet tall. As the big man on campus, Douglas, you got to stick up for your team and mix it up. Toronto going real small today. So 6-3, we got 13 left to go here in the third period. I missed it, Onyx. Coming down here, St. Louis. Nice deke through the middle. Coming in, pass across. St. Louis couldn't control it. Trying to get through, and that's going to go over the glass again.
Please remember that when play is in progress, pucks will leave the ice surface at a high rate of speed. To help avoid injury, please stay alert at all times.
Make sure you're all alert at home. You don't want a puck coming through your camera, through your screen. Stay alert. I said the Leafs always falling on them. Yeah, you're not wrong. Here comes St. Louis again, putting pressure, coming across, big shot going upstairs, and that's going to go over the glass again. Has there ever been one successful goalie from the Leafs farm system? Not Gustafson. That's a good call. Yeah, Fred, what do you play? What games do you play? There's always hope for our team. Toronto to make a comeback. Yes, Carl, there is. I love the positivity. I love the energy. You're right. There certainly is. Always time to make a comeback. Here we go. In the face-off circle. Holmberg loses the draw. Here's St. Louis coming in. Big shot. Nice save. Rebound is there. Toronto clears it away in front. Here comes the Maple Leafs. Over the red line. They're going to dump it in. The chase is on. The goaltender comes out to play it. Going to send it around the boards. Toronto there to cut it off. Digging deep in the corner. Steve's working there. Comes out in the slot. St. Louis picks it up. St. Louis now going to go the other side and send it out and down the ice. Not far enough for icing. Waved off. Here's Toronto cutting across. Look out. Has the puck stolen. Turned over. 2-on-1 St. Louis. Tried to send it across. Nice play there by the Maple Leafs, but a rebound. And they score on a broken play is Sim. Sim just adding to his point total. Sim has been lighting it up for the Blues all game long. He's going to find the back of the net. And it is going to be 7-3. Yikes. So Cavalin just getting absolutely lit up here for the Maple Leafs. Not what we wanted to see in our first stream of the year. The fans, Traverse City, seeing a nice game here for the Blues. St. Louis going to win that game. So these games aren't all about goals and assists and points. It's about how you play in different situations. We've seen a lot of power play, a lot of penalty killing. And now that Toronto is down, by 4 goals, it's about how they keep their composure. Can they keep the mental game in check? Those are all things that the upper brass is looking at. Here's a quick shot, goes wide. Toronto in trouble again, deep in their own zone. Trying to pick it up. They bring it out, it's turned over. Coming all the way down around. Toronto's going to pick it up behind their own net. Sends it up to the half board. Here comes the Leafs breaking out. Cameraman is a little slow on the pan. Thank you. St. Louis picking it up in the neutral zone. Toronto kicks it right back in. St. Louis has totally been dominating, I think, the puck possession of this game. While the shots are about equal, the Blues definitely have had the advantage. Here comes the Leafs. They're going to give this a try again. Under 11 now to go in the third. Toronto sending it in the slot. That's intercepted by the Blues. Coming back around. Toronto sending it across. Here come the Leafs, banking it up the boards. This is for AHL tryouts. Yeah, pretty much, rookie. A lot of these guys, we're not going to see them up in the big teams, but there's some good prospects to look at. It's a 24-hour wait to pay respects to the Queen. Wow. Toronto cutting in. Great opportunity there, and a nice save by the goaltender. In the slot for Toronto, taking a shot. That gets blocked. I heard David Beckham waited 12 hours in that line to pay his respects. Here's St. Louis stealing it away. Toronto's just not skating at this point. All we can do is enjoy the ride. That's right. You got that right. Coming all the way down the ice. Toronto has it behind their own net. Setting it up, now looking to move it. Here comes the Blues. You think there's a fast pass? Yeah. Could you imagine? I think a lot of people would be upset if somebody walked in with a fast pass. Toronto trying to work it up. Here they come. They're breaking into the zone. Quick shot, top of the circle. Nice save there by Cranley. Cranley playing great for St. Louis. Oh, we got a fight. Gloves are dropped. They're going back and forth. I can't see who it is for Toronto. Braden Guy. It's Braden Guy going one-on-one with Marshall Raffi. Both of them go down. No real landed blows.
The champ is here!
So Guy and Raffi drops the gloves, go for a tilt, trying to make a name for themselves. No real blows landed. Both teams, or both players, kind of spun around. A little wrestling match before they drop down to the ice.
Oh, yeah!
So they did get tied up. Definitely Guy had the advantage there in that tilt. We will give the judges, give the scorecard to St. Louis in that as well, as Brendan Guy had the better side in that tilt. You just heard, oh yeah, that's right, SmackDown tonight. Friday night SmackDown. Appreciate you all being here with us here on a Friday night for the first Leaf game of the season here on our channel. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Toronto working it through, has it down deep in St. Louis territory. St. Louis up here 7-3 in the third period. 9 minutes to go. Coming down, Toronto digging strong, sends it across. Bottom of the circle, take a wrist shot. That's going to be deflected high and wide. St. Louis picks up the puck. Coming through, coming around. Again, watch to see if there's a pop-up stream that comes up on Monday to watch Toronto and the Detroit Red Wings for a midday game. We'll see if we can get that set up and available. And that will be the final game of the Traverse City tournament. Of course, we'll be back Tuesday for my birthday stream. The Toronto Blue Jays and the Phillies going head-to-head. As Toronto's deep in the wild card race. We'll be catching that. And then, of course, the 24th, we got the doubleheader, Leafs and Sens, to kick off officially NHL preseason. Jordan, what's going on? Welcome in. I am fantastic. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Thanks for coming in. 8:38 here to go. 7-3 St. Louis. Yay, birthdays. That's right. Somebody else has a birthday coming up. I wonder who that could be. So we got a penalty handed out, and now Steves takes a high stick to the face. So I don't think there's any cut. He's trying really hard to squint and draw some blood, but he's going to have no luck. So Toronto could have a full 2-minute 5-on-3. So we got two Blues headed to the box. McGinn goes off for minor penalty, delay a game. Now Jake Neighbors is going to go off for high sticking. So Toronto is going to have essentially a minute 58 of 5-on-3. If there's ever a chance to come back and get right into this hockey game, now is the time to do it. Lots of ice out here for them to maneuver. And thank you everybody so much for hitting the likes. Big shout out to Triton for gifting a bunch of memberships today. So thank you, sir. Welcome all of our channel memberships or channel members. If you haven't checked, you are able to use all of our custom emojis now, the new channel members, as well have access to our in-chat gambling. So all the points you've earned, which you can check by doing !points, you can now gamble and climb our leaderboard. Try and get a top. I do agree with Dallas Hockey Girl that Austin Matthews will score out 70 goals. Carl, man, that would be absolutely insane if he goes ahead and gets 70 goals. Jordan coming in, gifting 5 memberships. Jordan, thank you so very much. We appreciate that. That was so kind. Jordan coming in, dropping some gift memberships as well. Brian, what's up? Brian gifted a membership. Velez, welcome, gets a membership. Welcome in. Andrew Ford gets a gifted membership. Thank you so much for gifting the memberships. We appreciate that so very much. It's preseason or regular season. UNC, this is not even, this is like preseason. This is the prospect tournament. Preseason will start on September 24th. Again, Jordan, thank you so much for gifting those memberships. Coming across in front, that's going to go just wide. Robertson kind of does a little finger check. I don't know if he was checking the air in front, but that goes just wide. 1:15 left to go in the power play. St. Louis doing a great job. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Stumbles. Oh no, here comes the Blues. It's a 5-on-3 and it's a 2-on-1. A give and go and a great play by the Toronto defenseman to break it up. Oh my God, Toronto just can't do anything right. Giving up a 2-on-1 on a 5-on-3. So many numbers. Here's Toronto. Finally gets the puck back in. SDA moving it across to Robertson. Robertson and SDA switching sides. Comes across. 1 pass, 2 pass, and a nice stop there by the goaltender. Will Cranley is just playing absolutely solid hockey. So all of our new members, if you're gifted a member, make sure that you check at the top. You can make sure to accept a gifted membership. Are you going to even bother with NHL 23 this year? We'll see, Blair. It looks pretty good, but I'll have to see a little bit more of exactly what it's what's all in there. Jen, what's going on? Jen gets gifted a membership. Hope you're doing well, Explorer Jen. Leafs are not playing well tonight. That is for sure. And again, the gift of memberships are completely random. Out front, Steve kind of picks it up, tries to shovel it in. Comes back to the point. Another shot in front by Steves. It's a shooting gallery in Toronto on a 5-on-3. Just cannot put it in with about 14 seconds left to go in the power play. Coming to the side of the net. Trying to feed it in front. They can't. St. Louis is going to block that as well. It's a race, but Robertson's going to get there first. The big bodies of St. Louis proving beneficial here as they're able to block these passes coming through. Robertson loses the puck at the blue line. Here comes the Blues again. Carrying it in. Toronto steals now. Steven, what's going on? Welcome in. Well, it's not even Halloween yet, and I'm planning on dressing as a wildfire, but his twist is going to be my... Oh, Steven. Jake, I know, right? Just brutal tonight. Just brutal tonight. St. Louis going to pick it up and flip it in. 7-3 Blues here with just over 6 minutes left to go in the third period. What a crazy hockey game this has been. Coming in front, passed across. Rebound, another pass and cross. This is going to come all the way down. Toronto back to pick it up. Here come the Leafs. Carrying it in. Weren't able to capitalize or do anything on that power play. It is back at even strength. Talking about even strength, we talked about our partner channel, FPEN Sports, earlier. We do a weekly hockey recap show together called Even Strength. So you'll definitely have to keep an eye out for when that is scheduled. We talk about all things hockey, the good, the bad, the ugly, and George Peros. So definitely come hang out as we talk puck. Toronto moving it down, but St. Louis is just doing a good job shutting it all down, not giving them a whole lot of space. If you have the time, I'd recommend looking up a picture of wildflowers. All right, Stephen, I will, if I recall, I will check that out. Long pass all the way down the ice. Connected. Toronto has it. They have it deep. Circling around, trying to come through. Circling around behind the net. Digging deep, digging strong, trying to get in there. Battling hard in the corner. Going to come out in front. Here come the Blues. 2-on-2. Going to send it over. This is going to go down deep. Time is just ticking away. Toronto's just trying not to give up another goal. And thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight for what turned out to be not the hockey game we expected it to be. I think a lot of us expected Toronto to just come and dominate this St. Louis team. But boy, have they surprised us. There's Triton calling out Carlton the Bear, having him make an appearance here in the third period. 4 minutes to go now. 4 minutes to go. Toronto has it behind their net, taking a look around. Just eating up some time. Long pass up to the blue line. Here's Toronto on the move, carrying it down. Now they're going to put it down deep. St. Louis gets there first, sending it down around the ice. The chase is on all the way down. Looking to pick it up. Comes out in front. Look out. Toronto had to be careful and clear it away there. Here's Voigt. Voigt down in the corner. Going to pass it around for Fimis. Fimis is going to send it up around the other side. Long stretch pass. Here's a break for Toronto. Coming in. Looks to make a move. Takes a shot. And again, another brilliant save by Will Cranley. Cranley looking absolutely spectacular for St. Louis here today. Unbelievable. Why is it that every time we watch Toronto play, they run into a goaltender who just gets super hot? He has been absolutely spectacular. Blue Jays have taken the lead. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm seeing? It would be great if they did, because this is a series they need to do. Yes, Blue Jays 4, Baltimore 2. Outstanding. Nice to see the Jays coming and taking the lead. This is a big series for them. St. Louis dumping it down into Toronto zone. Toronto there to pick it up. Hauled down, no call. Yeah, refs not calling anything now. Here comes Robertson down the ice, and this one is going to go up and out of play. So we're going to get a face-off just outside of the St. Louis territory. You know what I just realized? I don't think I have my refs you suck chant programmed in here. I'm going to need to get that added. We appreciate everybody being here tonight. Hope you're having a great time. Love that hockey's back. So excited to be able to call some hockey. There it is. Puck is dropped down into St. Louis territory. Coming all the way down. Toronto has the puck. Making some nice passing. Now they've learned how to pass. Here comes Toronto bursting into St. Louis territory. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the third period. 7-3 is the score. Very disappointed with the Browns' new center field logo they recently added. It's the dog pound. Oh, really? Interesting. I haven't seen it yet. Here's Abrazizi. He tries to pass it up and he hits a skate. Gonna have to go back and fetch the puck. Talking about dogs. Here comes Toronto coming back, deking in. Pass across. Face-off dot coming in front. Shot. Nice save there again by Cranley. Cranley just not letting anything through. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes to go. Lucas, you are probably correct. Digging it down. Toronto has to work it back. Trying to come up. Here come the Leafs. Long pass. Coming through. Going to dump it down. Around the net, St. Louis has the puck. St. Louis starting to pass it ahead. Blues playing such a great game here today. Toronto, though, has taken the lead in the shot department. Toronto ahead in shots, but St. Louis has just had the better shot opportunities. Lots of penalties in this game as well. We'll recap everything once the game comes to its conclusion. Here it is. Just about time for the man with the voice. And we got a whistle there. Whistle, a little rough stuff happening in the corner side of the net. 1:05, and Van Villet is getting and mixing it up there. Going to pull the Blues away. No need for that stuff at this point in the game. Yeah, everybody in there battling hard. Nothing you can do. Not going to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you so much for being part of the experience here tonight as we broadcast our first hockey game of the season. Again, we are scheduled to go live on Tuesday with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies, my birthday stream. And then for the NHL preseason kickoff doubleheader, September 24th, 2 games, Leafs and Sens. And you'll have to pay attention to the channel. Make sure those notification bells are hit, because we may do a pop-up stream, Toronto and Detroit, on Monday. And that'll be a mid-afternoon game. Puck is dropped. Toronto has the puck.
Last minute of play in this period.
Last minute in this hockey game. Here's Toronto bursting in. Big collision there at the St. Louis blue line. It comes out and Kral has to go back and get it. I have been impressed with Kral so far in this game. St. Louis backing it up. Couple penalties, but not really going to do anything, make a difference here for this game. As Perlini and Van Vliet get roughing and slashing calls. So it's going to be evened up. Coming in across the line, putting it in. Toronto with possession. A little 4-on-4 hockey to end this game. Stolen by the Blues. Coming through the other way. 13 seconds left. Driving the net, gets a pad out. But it crosses the line. We had to wait and see what the official call was. But that's going to go in with 10 seconds left. And we got a Hattie on the field. That's going to be a hat trick for the one, for the only, backing off. We're just watching the replay. It went off the post, off the skate, and in. So backing off is going to get the hat trick. What a play for backing off. What a game he has had. Absolutely leading the way. As we're holding on to it, that's going to do it. The horn goes to end this one. And what a terrible game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They go down by a score of 8-3. The St. Louis Blues taking it. Here are how your goal scores went for today's game. The first period, it was Sim from Mancini and Bolduc. Then it was Neighbors from Alexandrov and Lyle. In the second period, we saw Toronto get on the board with Ellis and Steves from Carl, Abarizi from Holmberg, Kessel from Sim and McGigg, backing off unassisted, backing off from Washkirk and Smallwood, and Voigt from Douglas. And of course, they just changed the screen on me. Voigt from Douglas and Gogolev. In the third period, we saw Bolduc from Sim and Galloway, Sim from Bolduc and Alexandrov, and Bakanov to finish the hat trick. So what a great, great game for the Blues. Now, in my opinion...
And now, the 3 stars of the game.
Here are my 3 stars for the game. The number 1 star is going to be Bakanov. Bakanov, what an absolutely incredible game he had. He absolutely crushed it. Just crushed it for the Blues. Just playing really, really well. 3 goals, lighting it up, 4 shots, and 2 penalty minutes. He was all over the place. The number 2 star for me for tonight, also from the Blues, I got to go with Sim. Sim looked real good. Landon Sim with a line of 2 goals, 2 assists, and 3 shots on net. And then, of course, my 3rd star of the game is going to be Will Cranley, the goaltender for St. Louis, absolutely shutting the door on the Maple Leafs. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I want to thank you so very much for hanging out all evening. I hope you've enjoyed today's game. I know I certainly have. It's been a whole lot of fun. We've had a great time here. I want to say thank you to all of our mods, doing an amazing job as always. I want to say thank you to all of our channel members. Thank you so much. And to AAU Triton and Jordan for the purchasing the gifts and sharing the love with the channel members. Thank you guys so much. All of our new subscribers, again, welcome and thank you for joining. I look forward to seeing you here again with us. And of course, last but not least, each and every one of you, even if you were just ninja watching, I appreciate it so very much. From all of us here at the Samwelb Experience and from Traverse City, it's on this side, Traverse City for the 2022 Prospect Tournament, thank you, good night, and we look forward to maybe seeing you Monday for the Leafs and the Wings. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.